Lesson 12 for June 15 to 21, What Have They Seen in Your House? Read today by Dr. Percy Harold. Friday, June 21, The Power of the Home in Evangelism. From the book Ministry of Healing, page 352 and 355, we read, Far more powerful than any sermon that can be preached is the influence of a true home upon human hearts and lives. Our sphere of influence may seem narrow, our ability small, our opportunities few, our acquirements limited, yet wonderful possibilities are ours through a faithful use of the opportunities of our own homes. End of quote. And that brings us to our discussion questions, and today there are 4. 1. Ask anyone in class if it were the influence of someone's home that helped them to make a decision for Christ. Discuss just what it was that made such an impression. What can the class learn from that experience? 2. In what practical ways can you, as a class, minister to a family with an unbelieving spouse? 3. As a class, talk about some of the pressures in the home that work against faith. Write up a list of some of these things, then across from them write down possible solutions. 4. The private lives of Christians are a means of witness to children, unbelieving spouses, other relatives and visitors. While faith sharing at home may not always be as complete as one would like, or result in the conversion of relatives and visitors, imperfect family members seek to point the way to a perfect Saviour. Through generous hospitality expressed in the Saviour's name, they bring within the realm of grace all whose lives they touch. Think about the influence of your home on those who come to visit. What could you do to make it a better witness of faith for all who step within your doors? Inside Story. Praising God with HIV. And it's by Andrew McChesney of Adventist Mission. Maria Samo has HIV and is praising God. Samo was born into a Seventh-day Adventist family in the village of Nicodala in Mozambique, and she got baptized at the age of 7. Her village had no high school, so she moved to Quilomane, a 30-minute drive to the south, to continue her studies. There she made new friends who introduced her to alcohol and tobacco. Samo's parents didn't know that she smoked and drank until after she got married. Her father came to visit one day and walked in as Samo was smoking. He didn't say a word, but guilt washed over Samo, and she resolved never to smoke or drink again. Quitting smoking proved easy, but drinking was much more difficult for Samo. She prayed for help. God answered in an unusual way, she said. She began to suffer severe panic attacks. Fearing that she would die, Samo's husband took her to South Africa for medical treatment. A South African physician warned that she would die in 3 months if she didn't give up drinking. Samo quit with the help of a 45-day rehab program and, returning to Mozambique, reconsecrated her life to Jesus. Then her husband died. 6 years later, she received the shocking news that he had been infected with HIV and passed on the virus to her. From that time, she said with a smile, I have been praising the Lord. The reason is because she feels healthier than at any time in her life. My health is better than it was before I contracted the virus, and my conscience is clear, she said. Today, Samo, a grandmother of 4, works as a trader, buying gold and precious stones in various villages and selling them in Nampula, Mozambique's 3rd largest city. But her passion is encouraging others with HIV. Many people lose hope when they learn that they are infected, she said. They don't have anyone to talk to, and they die. She said Adventists should have a special burden to reach out to those with HIV, praying with them and encouraging them. I share the hope that I have in Jesus and his soon coming, she said. And there's a photograph here of Samo, who has a beautiful smile, who looks very healthy, and is beside the street in the city where she works. part of the first quarter 2018 13th Sabbath offering went to open an orphanage for children who have lost their parents to HIV and AIDS in Nampula. Thank you for your mission offering. You have been listening to a reading of the Adult Sabbath School Bible Study Guide by Dr. Percy Harold from Queensland, Australia. This service is brought to you by Hope Channel, the Sabbath School Department and Christian Services for the Blind. Remember, God is always faithful.